Hi everyone, it's Kai. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a brand new speed build video. I'm really excited for you guys to join me here in this one because today we are going to be building a pretty big house. It is a 7-sim family home in Willow Creek and we are building on a 30 by 20 lot if I'm not mistaken. It is quite big because it has like 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and it also has a laundry room on the ground floor. So basically this is for a family that consists of a couple of parents. There are 2 girls, one of them who is a teenager and the other one who is a preteen, a set of twins, one girl and one boy who are also younger preteens, and also a separate preteen male sim. So I'm really excited to share this one with you guys because it is a very big home. I quite enjoyed building this house because I think I like the look of it. The color scheme is pretty on point if you ask me. The color scheme for this build is pretty much blue and white for the main colors. The others are just a mixture of like oranges and yellows. And I really hope that you guys will like this build. If you want to download it on the gallery, you can do so under my ID, which is simmerkhai. Other than that, I think it's overall a pretty good build. I decided to use the tool mod for some of this build, which you will see after this. For the structure of the house, at first I kind of struggled with how I wanted the back part to look like because I referred to Pinterest for this house. Specifically for the front part, but for the back part I didn't really know how to structure it, so I kind of just randomly structured it with a couple of boxes and whatnot, and I think in the end it worked out pretty nicely. So I'm really hoping that you guys think the same way. But this house also has a garage door, but it is not functional. It is just for the exterior view. But the garage area is just going to be the living room from the inside of the house. So that is kind of the limitation over there, although I hope that one day garages actually work in The Sims 4. And we already have a garage door that came with the city living pack, so why not just make a functional garage? And also cars and transportation. But I don't think that will be introduced in the near future, maybe in The Sims 5 if it happens, but people say that The Sims 5 will also be multiplayer. But for me personally, I'm really hoping that it stays the same way as Sims 4, just with updated versions that people from the community really want to look at instead of like unnecessary kits and stuff like that. And they also haven't published a stuff pack in a while. That's what I read from some of the people in the community, and I kind of have to agree with them. Stuff packs are like better than kits in my opinion, because like you pay more for a lot more things, and the kits is okay. It has a number of things, but it's just a little quantity for like quite of the above average amount that I say I would spend on the kits. So that is one of the reasons why actually I don't have all of the kits. I usually just purchase what I think is worth my money to be spent on. So most of them are kits that are related to buildings and stuff. And when I have extra money, I just choose the non-building stuff, which is kind of like Bust the Dust and also the what, menswear or something like that. Yeah, but anyways, that is it about kits. Let's get back to talking about this build. This build is pretty big. Here I'm just configuring the color scheme of the build and also how I want it to add some more details. So I referred to actually one of my friends who did this on her channel. She is very, very talented. She is Sunny Simsy, or Lisa, and I saw that in one of her videos she did this kind of curtains or the boards that are on the exterior of windows, where she used the tool mod and also the door from the cats and dogs pack to make it look like the windows have like some openings or anything like that. So I decided to apply it here, and this is just me like using the tool mod to do so, to move it. So at first I placed it on a diagonal window or wall, and then I resized it down by one size, and then I removed the wall so that there's only the door, the small door, and then I used the tool mod to adjust the placing of it to make it look like it's diagonal to the wall or the windows that I used from the Cats and Dogs or Seasons pack. I really like those windows. It really looks cozy and really looks family oriented, so I decided to use them in this build. And overall the color scheme is blue and white, and I used the metallic type of wallpaper that came with the Eco Lifestyle for this, although I didn't want to because the name is metallic, but I decided to use this one because I really like the pattern on it, and in my head I was like, okay, maybe this time I shouldn't think about the material, just that how it looks like on the house. So I really like how it looks like on the house, so I decided to use that wallpaper even though it's metallic, but I decided to use the wallpaper since it looks very pretty compared to the island living ones. I wanted to initially use the island living like wooden type of wallpaper with blue colors and oranges and stuff, but I didn't end up doing so because the texture on it is a bit weird because it has this effect that it looks worn out, which I understand. It's because like they use it in Sulani usually. So Sulani consists of worlds that are mainly made of wood and island type or anything like that. So I understand that the pattern that belongs to a wooden house should be look like it's worn out. But unfortunately it didn't look nice when I placed it on this house when I was deciding the color scheme. So I decided not to use it, and I decided to use the metallic ones instead, which are accessible, I guess. But let me know what you guys think, if you like this build or not, in the comments down below. If you want to download the tray files on it, you can simply refer to the link in my description box. I actually started a Patreon page for this, so if you guys want to like download the tray files for this, you can head on to my Patreon page. And it is very affordable. It's just $3, and I thought that it would be fair for my side and also people who actually own the Sims to make the the people who want to download the tray files for free pay something, because the Sims is not free actually. It is only free if you share content with the community. And yeah, I think it's just fair enough for you to pay actually something for the Sims content if you download it illegally. But overall, I think the floor plan for this house worked out really nicely, although this part of the house is a bit weird in terms of the spacing. It is actually the living room, and the living room is pretty nice, I would say. I really like how it looks like in the end. Although it has some modern twist to it, I think it is a very doable type of living room in terms of the color scheme and concept. But there is an awkward space on the bottom side of the living room, so I decided to turn that space into a study area, or fill it with bookshelves basically, because it is the only way that makes sense to me to fill in awkward spaces with either plants or bookshelves. But overall, I think the living room really worked quite nicely. I really like how it turned out. And I used the cabinet that is from the DHD pack, even though at first I wanted to use it with a coffee table from the same pack. I didn't end up doing so because I only like the look of the cabinet on its own without it being attached to anything. So I decided to place it in the corner next to the coffee table that is from the base game. And then over here is just, like I said, going to be the awkward space, filling it out with a couple of bookshelves from the kids room stuff pack, and just some paintings and a side table and whatnot. And at first I wanted to include a pet in the family that lives here, but I didn't end up doing so because I thought that having a family without pets would be nicer. But I think in the future I am going to be building a house for a household that has pets. So I'm really looking forward to that. But for this build, I didn't include any pet elements. And it's also because usually I just build without thinking of the household, if I'm being honest. But yeah, that's about it for the living room. But over here is just going to be the hallway. I ended up decorating the hallways with carpets, and also for this specific area, which is the entryway, is going to be where the Sims like basically hang their clothes over here. So I decided to use the cabinet that is, I think, from the Cats and Dogs pack or the Eco Lifestyle pack, which is a debug one. So I decided to use that for the entryway and just picture it being a space for your Sims to store their coats and stuff. And then over here is just going to be the kitchen. The kitchen ends up being pretty nice, I think, in the end, because I decided to use or combine cabinets that are from different packs. So basically I combine the top cabinets from base game with the bottom cabinets from the country kitchen kit or cottage living, either one of those. And I really like how it looks like. And it's also because I didn't want to use the top cabinets that has curtains on it. I think it really looks weird, especially if I'm building a suburban home. I think curtains on a cabinet don't look nice. So I decided to use the ones that are from the base game because it is white, and the white is kind of close enough to the off-white cabinet that is from the cottage living pack. So I decided to use that one instead of the one with the curtains. And then I think the kitchen overall has a big space. It has a big area. And to all parts of the house, there are multiple access entryways. So your sim can basically like access any part of the house in whichever direction they would like. And yeah, I think that is a pretty good thing about this house. And then over here is just going to be the dining room. The dining room ends up being spacious. It has like 6 chairs that can fit up to 6 Sims. And since this house is fitted for 7 Sims maximum, it is a pretty reasonable amount of space for 7 Sims to fit in this big dining room. So that is an advantage of this dining room, although I didn't really know how to decorate it because there are some awkward spaces in the dining room. But in the end, I just, decorated it logically, like how I think it would be. And then over here is just going to be another hallway, which I decorated it with a couple of bookshelves from the kids' room stuff bag and also a side table from the cottage living pack, I think. I really like this side table. It really looks nice and cozy, and I thought that it fitted the family theme. And then in the middle of the house is just going to be the laundry room and also the stairs leading up to the second floor, which I think is a pretty convenient place to place the stairs if I didn't place it in front of the main entrance. Because if you like view it from the second floor, the stairs will be in the middle of the space. So it makes sense like that. And placing the stairs in the middle of the house made it easier for me to also configure the second floor plan. So the second floor will just be consisting of bedrooms and stuff like that. And then over here is just going to be the master bedroom. I decided to place the master bedroom on the ground floor because it has the biggest space. And I thought that, this household consists of many kids and just 2 parents. So I thought that the parents of the Sims, they were like giving the second floor to the kids entirely so they don't have to deal with their mess or anything like that. And then over here, we are going to be working on the second floor. The second floor has a space over here which is dedicated to bookshelves and also an organ from the city living pack, which I imagine that the kids of this household like to read and also play the instrument when they get together and stuff. And it has 3 bedrooms on top, which consists of 5 Sims that can live on the second floor, which are basically the kids. Like I said, the 2 girls, 1 preteen and teen, share a room. 1 boy who is a preteen has his own room, and also a set of twins consisting of 1 girl and 1 boy. They share a room together because they're twins. And then over here is just going to be the room for the two girls, which are the preteen and teenager. I decided to make it look pretty girly. For the personality of the Sims of this household, I didn't really think much of it. I just pictured the sharing of bedrooms and also the gender assignment to each of the bedrooms. So I decided to just decorate it like how I would decorate a girl's bedroom or a boy's bedroom. But since this bedroom belongs to two siblings, which are both girls, I decided to maybe just include one decoration that doesn't necessarily show the femininity of one of the girls. But yeah, overall I think the decorations for that room is pretty nice, and I think it is one of my favorite rooms compared to the other rooms. And the three of the bedrooms share the same bathroom, which I decorated just now. It's just a simple bathroom with a shower from the Parenthood pack, and also just a toilet and sink, obviously. And then over here is just going to be the room for the boy, who is a preteen, who has his own room. I pictured that this boy is still kind of growing, so I included some toys from the base game, I think, and also a pumpkin, because I really like how the pumpkin looks like. It's very, very cute. And I pictured that this boy is just growing and just discovering himself. And then over here is going to be the other bedroom, which belongs to the set of twins. So basically they share a same bedroom, and one of them is a girl, one of them is a boy. And I pictured that the boy for this set of twins is into sports, and the other one is into like normal stuff that girls do, like bands and fairies and stuff like that. I decorated it like how I pictured their personality were. So that's about it for the bedrooms. And then over here I'm just decorating the porch. I decided to include a lot of plants, and the landscaping also is really nice in my opinion. Although I tried to minimize the number of landscaping items for this house, I really like it in the end. And over on this porch is just going to be a chess table and also a flower arrangement table from the Seasons pack. And I pictured that this family doesn't really do a lot of activities, so there aren't a lot of activities for this house other than the chess table and also the flower arrangement pack or table. And I also included a monkey bar for the kids, because I pictured that they should have some fun with the household. But anyways, that's the end of the video. I really hope that you guys will like this build as much as I did building it. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And I hope to talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!